Hello, beautiful soul. It's Kirstin with Kismet, and I hope that this is the start of a beautiful week for you. This week's affirmation is a lesson that I need, and I am almost certain you need to be reminded of frequently. And here it goes. I choose to be real, not perfect. My favorite iris. I choose to be real, not perfect. I've spoken on this topic before, but seriously, I know I need to hear those words all the time because in this world, we strive for perfection. And the funny thing about it is there is no thing such as perfection. Nothing is perfect. There isn't a perfect rose. There isn't a perfect sunset. There isn't a perfect day because all of those experiences have us in them. And we are not perfect. We are human. We are beautifully and magnificently flawed. And we're flawed on purpose. We were created that way because to have a human experience means to magnify and explore our flaws. Because it's those flaws that make us different and unique and wonderful and magnificent and just set us aside from everybody else. Perfection is a trap. It is something that will never be achieved. And so to be pursuing perfection is frankly a waste of time. Your time is better spent pursuing your flaws, pursuing and wondering and exploring and discovering what makes you different from everybody else. Because what makes you different from everybody else is what makes you authentically you. It makes you real. And let's be honest, would you rather sit down and have a cup of coffee with someone who you perceive to be perfect? Their life is unfolding beautifully. They live in a huge house. They have a great husband. They have a fulfilling job. Their children never make any mistakes. I mean, how can you relate to this person? Or would you rather sit down and have a cup of coffee with someone who's real, someone who shares the messiness of their life, their hopes, their dreams, their flops, their just mess that is their life? And you can sit there and listen and say, I get that. That happened to me too. Yeah, my toddler had a meltdown in Target also. How did you handle that? Remove the perfection mask. Be real. Be true. Be who you really are. And I guarantee, yeah, I'm making guarantees today. I guarantee that people will find you who appreciate you as you are. You don't want to build a relationship on a falsehood. You don't want to pretend to be perfect or show the world this perfect life and enter into relationships, friendships, loving relationships, romantic relationships on a lie. It won't last. It won't work. It'll crumble and disintegrate in front of your very eyes. Instead, you want to build those relationships by being real, by being you, by admitting that you're a slob, by admitting that you like to sleep in and eat in bed, and sometimes there's crumbs in your sheets, and to admit that you tried to start a business and it failed miserably. But what you learn from it, you're taking into your next one. You want to be you. And that means embracing both the sparkly bits, those wonderful aspects of you, and those slightly not so sparkly bits, which we all have. because none of us is perfect, but all of us are real. So think about this week and write in the comments below one way this week you're going to show up and be real. What piece of the mask are you going to peel away this week and let people see and embrace and glorify and celebrate? This is Kirstin, wishing you the most amazing week in love and light.